Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and welcome to Summoner's Rift, where villagers are pitted against villagers in our epic Honkai Starbucks PvP competition. Rule set, everything pinned in my Discord at discord.gg/PokkesVillage. So this is going to be episode 4 of Pokke Brawl. This time we are featuring new contestants where we have Shivery Rainbow against Arkeyy Skymyu. I have no idea what to expect, and without further ado, let's get into today's content. Subscribe! So now we do have a pick of a banning Fu Xuan as the first ban. That's a very interesting ban. Now usually if people want to first ban Fu Xuan, chances are they're probably gonna try to lock the sustains from the other player. Banning Arkeyy as the first ban is very standard, and first picking Jingliu, an absolutely fantastic unit nowadays. If you don't have Aeon, Jingliu is gonna be pretty much your second best bet, right? So now we're gonna see Arkeyy. Usually the second pick will up there, and there it is. Sparkle Rame probably gonna get yoinked up. I would be very shocked. Yep, and there it is, and there it is. Usually that's what tend to happen, which is yoinking up supports. Man is actually picking Jingliu and Huan as the first picks instead of the supports, which usually tends to happen because supports are what really constitutes the rest of the team. Banning Bronya and Dr. Ratio, and now Arkeyy is gonna go ahead and pick Pella. He is basically yoinking all of the supports. He is basically yoinking all of the supports, trying to starve Shivery from, and Shivery is gonna go for the opposite, which is yoinking all of the DPS, going for the Inhibitor Lune and Jingliu. Now, who are gonna come next? Ting Yun. Oh, Ting Yun. I think Ting was an excellent choice there. Maybe Arkeyy. I personally would have probably picked Ting Yun over Pella just because of the utility and flexibility of a lot of units, but it is what it is. Going for the Qingque as the main DPS over here. That's absolutely insane. So we're gonna see the second pick is going to be Gallagher. Okay, so I feel like Arkeyy, his teams are more or less solid because he does have a lot of options. Clara as a sub DPS into Bailu, and you can get your very own Bailu plushie using code Pokke with 10% off at Honkai shop. That's code Pokke with 10% off at Honkai shop. Right, very interesting choices. So Shivery is pretty much set on both the sustains and I guess the DPS segment, but he's really lacking supports in this case. He only have Ting Yun. I'm not sure how he's gonna be dealing damage over there. Arkeyy is gonna go into the Ling second pick into a Kafka. I think very solid choice, because if somehow Arkeyy managed to get Black Swan, I think Black Swan Kafka is still be very good, especially with the Rame, right? So going for the Asta as the second, Asta Yukong Ting Yun is going to be the final support for Shivery Rainbow, and going to Arkeyy is gonna get the Kafka Black Swan into a Qing. Okay, so let's just round up the team a little bit before we begin the actual battle itself. So that's a real quick summary. For team 1, Shivery Rainbow, we do have Jingliu, Huan, Lune, Ting Yun, Clara, Bailu, Asta, and Yukong. I think this team by itself is pretty solid, but the only point being he does not have any 5-star supports, which might cripple his ability, especially when considering the fact that Arkeyy Skymyu is gonna go here with the Sparkle, Rame, Pella, Qingque, Gallagher, Lynx, Kafka, and Black Swan. I would say for Arkeyy Skymyu, this team comp is pretty much more or less complete. The thing is, Black Swan, Kafka, if you pair them up with like Sparkle, if you pair them up with Runmei, they are pretty much good to go. So I'm assuming that the more difficult team is probably going to be the side with Adventuring, because Qingque will probably be rare on the first half, especially since Coca-Cola is with the Quantum. So I'm thinking Sparkle is probably gonna go with Qingque. They're probably gonna run with like a Ling sustain since it's Quantum as well. Then either Pella or Rame can work for the first half, right? So that's gonna be there. I'm interested to see how Shivery Rainbow is gonna make his team work with a Clara sub DPS going into Yukong. So I'm guessing the choice here is probably gonna be Yukong double buffing both of his DPS. So he does need absolutely perfect speed tuning if he wants to make sure that this goes on, right? So without further ado, let's just see what battle do we have for us, right? Boom. All right, first off, we're gonna see Inhibitor, Lune, Ting Yun, Yukong, and Huan. So for this team, we are gonna see the team of Bailu, Clara, and Jingliu in the second side of Adventuring. Very interesting to see. Let's just see whether my man, let's just skip this part a little bit more. Yep, there it is. All right, the builds are very interesting, and now we're gonna go into the battle. There it is. All right, and there it is. Okay, first half we do have. I would say the Foxians. Blah is actually just straight up running the furry team. Bro is actually on the furry team with Tianyun, Yukong, and Huan Huan. Going for the inhibitor to the name. Ooh, I'm not sure. He's actually using... That is actually a little bit of a minor mistake over there because he didn't prot Danzans at the very first wave. So if he didn't prot Danzans instantly, action value advance over there would have been a little bit wasted. So a little bit of a misplay over there. But it's fine, not that big of a deal. So Yukong is going to buff here. Perfectly speed tune right before inhibitor. That's very, very good. Going for the 3 skill point and how to basically attack into a ultimate. But this is unfortunately not an E2 inhibitor to Ney. This is not an E2 inhibitor to Ney. So I think that would have probably been a misplay over the way. Let me just make sure that that was a misplay. I'm pretty sure that as an E2 inhibitor to Ney, you will want to use your ultimate first because otherwise you're wasting a lot of energy that would have otherwise gotten from the 3 skill points on basic attack. So because it's E0, I think a better alternative would have just used the ultimate first into your basic attack and then we can go into the second wave, right? So that's gonna be there. I would say that's a little bit of a misplay, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Just see where this goes in the long run, right? So now we're gonna get here from this guy over here. Quite a... No, wait, hold on. Let me mute this volume. It's a little bit loud. Alright, that's there it is. Alright, we should have no problems when it comes to sustain, especially when Huan Huan is involved. A little bit of a speed debuff, but we do have Huan Huan to cleanse the speed debuff, so it wouldn't be that bad. But we actually don't have any of Huan Huan's talent right now. Tianyun is once again getting hit as the Aeon of Preservation. And Bruno Ney is gonna get killed out alongside with Tianyun. Very, very comfortable sustain over here. Yukong actually running out of skill points. Ooh, using Huan Huan's ultimate right now. I probably would have waited for a little bit, but actually this is very minor differences. So Yukong, unfortunately, she has a basic attack here, so she couldn't just cast a skill there because she ran out of skill points. One basic attack over here, casting your ultimate right before Invincible Lane goes. And now this is a good play. This is a good play where you actually use the ultimate first before using your skill. But unfortunately, it is not going to be enough for a 0 cycle unless your name is an E2 in Invincible Lane. Unfortunately, because his name is not, he is not him, right? He is not him. He is not E2 in Invincible Lane. So it is what it is. Not getting the defense down could be a little bit problematic because if you actually allow to kill all of the minions over there, that would have dealt a lot of the defense down, which would increase the damage significantly. But unfortunately, it is what it is. Huan Huan going for the basic attack because we want to get a little bit more conservative on the skill points because in Invincible Lane, he does spend a lot of skill points, especially when you pair out Invincible Lane with Yukong, right? So one basic attack into a team over here, getting it. Dangerously low on the Aeon of Preservation. I'm gonna see when she's forced to sustain over here. It is what it is. Otherwise, we're gonna... Yep, one basic attack should be good. Not getting enough for the ultimate. That's very, very unfortunate over there. We do have the 2 skill point. We just... This team is just not very skill point friendly as of this current moment. We are facing quite a little bit of skill point issues. We either don't use Yukong skill, or we don't use Huan Huan skill, or we don't use... it is just unfortunate. Using Tianyun's ultimate here to buff Invincible Lane, which is almost close to the full. I feel that maybe could have... Did he save a cycle over there? I don't think he did, right? Yeah, I don't think the ultimate was necessary. I probably could have get it done even without it. Like maybe you could have used the Invincible Lane first and then use the team's ultimate after Invincible Lane gets the ultimate first. But it's okay. So we're gonna go into another hit over here and eating the minion once again. I guess this is one of the flaws for Invincible Lane because he only targets 3 targets. So he's unable to kill both the Ice Fatty and the Dinosaur at the same time without getting rid of those mobs, right? And because those mobs didn't die, we are not gonna get a defense down on the Ice Fatty bomb. So it is what it is. Dinosaur and Ice Fatty is both dangerous, you know. Maybe the Memory of Chaos debuff could get this off, and we might be able to see a 2 cycle on the first half over here. Ooh, unfortunately, it's not quite enough. Unfortunately, it's not quite enough. I don't think he's gonna get a clear here. Is he gonna get it? Where? Can Huan get it? Is he gonna gamble? Just barely missing the 2 cycle. Just very, very barely missed it. That's... Oh man, just very, very barely missing the 2 cycle. At this point... Oh, that is actually a little bit of a huge misplay, I would say. Okay, at this point, if your team has already lost, it will be much better for you to just don't kill the enemy instantly to generate more skill points and generate more energy. Now, because you kill the boss, you're instantly gonna enter into Cocolia with 1 skill point and now the energy. So that's a very, very huge mistake, especially for players who are considering about the skill cycle and all that kind of stuff, right? So now we have to go into battle with only 2 skill points, unfortunately. Very, very low on skill points. That could have been a lot better if Shivery actually managed to get up a little bit of skill points there, right? So getting here with the Dinosaur, sustain shouldn't be that big of an issue, especially since Huan Huan's passive is already up. Going to a Yukong skill here. Unfortunately, not having enough skill points to do the 3 enhanced basic attack. 1, 2, casting the ultimate first into a team dance down. That is the absolutely perfect application of how to use the Dungeons over here. So that's gonna be cast on the Imbued Grenade. So his next attack is gonna deal a lot more damage than easy Imbued Grenade, right? Basic attack into the dinosaur to deal a little more toughness amount of damage, absolutely fine. When doesn't really matter where she hits. Going for a basic attack into an ultimate. Yukong should be enough to cast a skill. Oh, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, it's actually completely fine because it does have 2 dragon skills. So Imbued Grenade should have enough to use 3 skill 1 basic attack. But we will run out of Ting Yun's attack buff. So that is gonna be a little bit unfortunate over here. Into one small hit. Hitting Kokolia, breaking the dinosaur. Can he get the ultimate? Yes, he can. Getting the ultimate. Now imagine if this was a relatable E2 Imbued Grenade, that would have been a lot more damage, right? But unfortunately, it is what it is. So because we unfortunately ran out of skill points for Ting to cast a skill, we are not going to be able to get Ting Yun's attack buff any longer. Kokolia is going to channel out our ultimate. Don't think we're going to be able to see a break over here in time. Yukong is going to go ahead into attack here, dealing absolutely 0 damage. Finally getting Ting Yun's buff back on. Now we are completely out of skill points at this point. With a when basic attack, we should still be able to get one more 3 skill point Hans basic attack. But is this enough to get rid of this team? Can he at least kill the dinosaur? I'm not very sure. Eliza, thank you so much for the 3 months. Insane. Still not quite enough damage for the dinosaur. Kokolia is also at 33% HP. We should be able to get this clear over here. I assume that his entire team survives here.
Stand back.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely no reaction.
This is a 2v2. The one running right now is Aeon of Rainbow.
Oh, it's a 2v2. Yo, editor. Include this part in. Insert Pokke is slightly dented. This is a 2v2, not a 1v1. It is a 2v2, not a 1v1. Alright, anyway, let's continue here a little bit. So we do have the Imbued Grenade going up over here. 70,000. Not really hitting the. Ting Yun going for the kill on the dinosaur. I feel like that could be also a little bit more wasted damage. Could have probably done the Kokolia. Because Kokolia, the dinosaur is definitely gonna die with Imbued Grenade splash damage, right? So it is what it is. Yukong going for ultimate here. Can he get the clear in this cycle? He has to kill it with Ting Yun over here with a memory of kills debuff. Basic. Ooh, that was so clutch. I thought that was a nuclear misplay if it didn't base it with Ting Yun. But you know what? It's completely fine. Alright, so that's gonna be the first wave, the first contestant into a very, very nice 5 cycle clear. Right? So now we do have contestant number 2. Like I said, this is a 2v2. Right? In Pokke Brawl, you can have 2v2 as well. It's just the previous episode, we always do 1v1s. So this is going to be a 2v2, running the Jingliu on a 2+2 Ice and Musketeer. E1 Clara as a sub DPS with Clara's signature light cone. Going for a very, very normal build. Alright, you gotta speed this up a little bit more. Alright, that's gonna be that. Where is it? Alright, E6 R-Star. E6 R-Star with the Duns 149 speed. Very, very relatable build. Let's just skip this up a little bit more. With an E2 Palu, 6.5 HP with 128 speed and a signature light cone. So once again, very, very relatable. But my problem is that with this clear, I don't think we might be able to see a very fast benefit, especially when our only support in this current stage is R-Star. And we're gonna go in here. We're starting all the battle with 29 cycles remaining. So the blood took 1 cycle for the first half, so we can get the easier time calculating. So we do see Asta running the technique into the opening, casting the skill here, dealing absolutely no damage whatsoever because it is a support Asta. Jingliu is gonna go ahead, use 1 skill onto the Ice Fairy, triggering Transcendence, and then we're gonna go into the attack. Who is he gonna aim? I personally would have aimed the Ascender one because Ascender one deals way more damage. I want to get rid of the Ascender one before the Ice Fairy, but it is what it is. So going for this over here into 1. Ooh, it's very, very nice. I wonder where will he use Jingliu's ultimate. It's only time can tell, right? Because there's no point saving up Jingliu's ultimate since you already got the full benefit of the buff. I can say so myself. Maybe he's saving for the goons. Maybe you just want to kill a little bit more of the goons just to get rid of the mobs. There it is. Alright, so he wanted to wait for the mobs to summon so that he can aim the Ice Fairy, and there it is, right? Hitting the mobs as well, just to make clears a little bit faster. 151,000 damage. It is what it is, especially when you only, if your only support is R-Star, don't expect to do too much, So now we do finally have the speed buff. Jingliu into ultimate, dealing 142,000. Bailu going for the toughness buff break onto the center one, and Clara is finally going to use her skill over here for 49k. We should be able to get the second. Okay, the Mugun actually dies. Ascender 1 hitting the entire team, but we do have Bailu to sustain us, so it's not that bad of a deal. 44k from the Clara, but because our only support is R-Star, we're not going to have a lot of damage over here. Taking quite a sizable amount of damage from the mobs. Let's just see whether Jingliu is enough to actually clear the Ascender ones over here. 160,000, very nice. But unfortunately, at this point, we are running out of the Jingliu Spectral Transmigration state. So let's just see whether it's enough for us to get into at least the 3 cycle clear. I don't think it's gonna be able to get in this cycle. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong because I'm always right. And there it is. I'm always right, chat. And there it is, right? So we're gonna go into the 3rd cycle behind. So that's gonna be that. Yep, correct. Get hit here, casting a counter. And now when the center one recovers, we're gonna get off another counter in the next wave, right? In the next wave, right? So that's gonna be 1 counter from the Goon. Ooh, center one getting 1 shave damage and actually getting rid of the center one very nicely. Blood actually ran out of skill points on Jingliu. He actually ran out of skill points on Jingliu. And he was forced to use a basic attack. That was a nuclear misplay over there. I'm not exactly sure how he's gonna go for it here, taking moderate damage. You can see here Bailu's invigoration as well as the damage reduction actually sustaining us quite comfortably as of this current moment. Finally, we do get a clear, but it is going to be at this point this is the 3rd cycle, so it was a 2 cycle for the first half, I believe. Alright, the 2 cycle for the first half. Now going up here, Asta is gonna cast a skill. Jingliu is finally gonna use a skill here, but unfortunately because we ran out of skill points in the previous round, we're not gonna enter into special transmigration this round immediately, right? So it is a little bit of a damage loss here. Clara finally uses a basic attack as she should. Not gonna be concerned over here. Gonna cast Bailu's ultimate over here to just heal our entire team, as well as the fact that he does have energy drain, so there's no point to not use Bailu's ultimate. Jingliu losing the ultimate, but it's not that bad because we're always going to use our skill before ultimate anyways. So Asa is going to go ahead and use her skill or basic. Yeah, basic is going to be the right choice over here because that man is not weak to fire, right? So Asa casting the speed buff. Jingliu finally getting enough skill points to enter into Spectral Transmigration, casting an ultimate instantly, dealing tremendous damage of 71,000. Absolutely insane over there, right? Into another 59,000. It is what it is. We do have Argenti. We do have Adventuring big to physical, but the unfortunate thing is that with Asa as our only support, you really cannot expect to deal a significant amount of damage. We do get a break over here, which is very nice. Mark of Counter is triggered, but the amount of damage output is simply not enough when the only support we have in our entire team is going to be Asta. Jingliu really needs the damage percentage buffers, especially when she self-sustains, self-buffs her attack from her own attack percentage source, right? And with Asta out here buffing attack, the amount of damage output from Jingliu is really not going to be very respectable. And the same thing goes for Clara as well, if Asa is going to be our only support. Going over here into a speed buff, I guess the speed buff, it does shave off quite a lot of use from the speed buff as we actually go into a very nice Clara ultimate. Still not quite into phase 1. I'm very concerned. I don't think it's going to be able to get into phase 2 by the end of this cycle because Jingliu does not have special run. Oh! I think it might be enough. Okay, nice. Free ultimate cast. Not quite enough. Jingliu's skill should be enough to kill though. And there it is. Alright, very nice. Just at the very last action phase cycle, getting into the final phase. Nuking an ultimate for 74,000 damage. It is what it is. Casting an ultimate for our entire team because if we don't, we're gonna lose our ultimate from the attack from the dices, right? So now it's 63k. 1 hit for a Clara ultimate into another Clara ultimate so that we can get 100% uptime or close to 100% uptime for our Clara's ridiculous counters, right? So there's gonna be another MOC debuff turn over here. 1 hit. Finally getting into the dice phases. Asta, hopefully she can get the roll. Ooh, there it is, and there it is. Asa casting a speed buff over here, even though Asa's speed buff absolutely does fuck all because, you know, you're already in the dice game. No matter how much speed you're gonna get, you're still gonna get. Hey chat, it is what it is, chat. Hey, if you do not subscribe to this stream, if you do not follow this stream, hey, I'm not saying this will happen to you, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, Bailu can get a little bit lucky here. Okay, that's a good one. So we are going to wait. Did the MOC buff just get wasted on the dices? Oh my god, that is absolutely oh my god, that's extremely unfortunate. Luckily, we actually didn't get crowd controlled at all despite using Bailu as a sustain. That's very nice because if any of our units here get crowd controlled, we're not gonna let them see the light of day, right? We're not gonna let them see the light of day because nobody's gonna cleanse them. So, oh man, I am very, very afraid that this is probably gonna be a 6 cycle, if not 5 cycle clear. 5 to 6, I believe. So going up here, nah, it's not gonna be 5 cycle anymore. It's really way too long. At this point, this is a 6. This is a 6, and if we lose, it's gonna be a 7. Yeah, if we lose, then Jingliu is just not having. All the MOC buffs are just being wasted right now. He's wasting so much damage, and unfortunately, you can do nothing about it. You can do absolutely nothing because you're forced to attack. You are forced to attack. You really can't do anything about it. Jingliu actually dying, but we do have Bailu's revive, so that's gonna be completely fine for us. Casting Clara's ultimate, and there it is. Yep, and then we do have Clara setting up the damage mitigation. 1 counter, breaking Argenti. Jingliu casting her ultimate outside of Spectral Transmigration over there for absolutely negative damage. Now, can we actually get the counter, the MOC buff to work on Aventurine instead of the Dices? Let's see. Let's see if this is enough. He is missing 2 stacks. He is missing 2 stacks. Let's see if he gets it. Man, chat, this run is just sad. My man wasted like 3 ultimates worth of damage. Each ultimate, mind you, that's like roughly 200, 300k. And this is just a lot of wasted damage over here. It's like Blood is basically playing with no MOC buff at this point. Bailu is actually getting dangerously low. I don't think we should face the issue, right? Oh! Chat. Surely, the Clara Hyper Carry will clutch this battle out for us. The crazy part is, this battle would have ended if you actually apply the MOC debuff onto the target instead of on like random dices. Battling the 5, that's actually pretty good. Clara should definitely get an 8. Yep, and there it is. Asa should be able to get an 8 quite normally. And there it is.
Argenti stall is somehow stronger than your ability to stall.
How am I stalling? I'm literally commentating. I'm not even stalling at all. It's just that might be a little. At least now we finally get the MOC debuff though. We finally get the MOC debuff. I think we can get it. Yep, and there it is. And there it is, chat. I never doubted Clara. I have never doubted Clara. Insane. So that is actually going to be a 8 cycle clear. That is going to be an 8 cycle clear because Blood started off with 1, I believe. So a combined total of 13 cycles. So the number to beat for Team 2 is going to be 13 cycles. So can we win this? Personally, for me, I think this 2v2 is looking to be very, very favorable for the red team because we do have access to Sparkle, we do have access to Ranmei, and we do have access to Pella. Pretty much this game is some of, if not the best supports, right? So very, very nicely done over here. We're gonna see the normal stats we see. Yep. Let's see. Pella, Lynx. Very, very normal, very, very relatable. We do have an E2 Sparkle, but that's completely fine because it's completely okay against the rules because he's after all using a 4-star DPS and it's not within above the point system, right? So that's gonna be that. Now let's see if QQ is gonna surprise us today. Also, mods, I'm betting all future PvP runs to have QQ because, you know, I think enough is enough, right? I think enough is enough. Okay, anyways, let's see what we have over here. What is Blood doing? Alright, so you guys can, there's a little bit of a lag problem over here. Sparkle going for the buff on QQ instantly. We should be able to get a 4 of a kind very, very easily here. Yep. Yep. Despite all that, did not manage to get the Alta key. So, very, very big wasted opportunity for damage over there. Just no Alta key triggering. Pella is gonna basic attack. Probably because we want to get on the dinosaurs. Yep, and there it is. And now we can cast the defense down. I personally would have waited for the Ice Fetty Bomb Bomb's turn to go first, because then you can apply a defense down to the other two goons as well. But because you do it before, you're not gonna get a defense down from the goons, so it's a little bit wasted opportunity if I can say so myself. So now Lynx is gonna finally heal after getting hit twice by the minions, and Sparkle is gonna go ahead and just skill on the Qingque and then use her ultimate, getting out of the buffs, and now Qingque is going to have 6 skill points. Can he get it? Alright, that's very, very nice. So 6 skill points into Arkeyy. Going to try and kill the minions here, I believe. Ooh, 320,000. Absolutely nuclear damage. But I honestly believe that I don't think we're gonna be able to see a zero cycle there because the dinosaur was just way too fat. He was running off. Okay, he does not want to gamble. Gets Arkeyy on the first row, but mind you, literally gets Arkeyy on the first row into an ultimate, into Arkeyy follow-up attack, dealing tremendous toughness bar damage. More obscure blaze, AoE hit. Lynx is getting dangerously low. Let's just see if it's possible to reach before we actually run out of skill points. Qingque, we do have 2, 1. Man is just lucky. Oh, hey, it is what it is. Even if you get the 4 of a kind, if you don't crit and if you don't get Arkeyy, then your damage just sucks. Like, it is what it is. So now we're gonna see defense down from Pela into a Lynx ultimate, healing a little bit more just in case we get receive more damage. Pela getting hit over there. Shouldn't face any issue whatsoever. This is very likely going to be a 2-cycle clear. That's a very interesting. Okay, I believe that should be a misplay. Like, instead of running Lynx's basic attack to break the dinosaur, not only would I have given him way more skill points, he also allowed his Qingque to do way more damage, because this is not the break. This is not the break. You know what? I take it back. It completely works when you're this lucky. When you keep getting out lucky and keep getting 4 of a kind, then it is what it is, right? So now we see Qingque getting into the 4 of a kind, into the march over here. Hit this up. Wow, can he hit it? Ooh, 9k, not quite enough to deal enough damage because of the Dino's toughness bar. Let's just see if Pela is able to go here into dealing this more. 1 ultimate. Should be able to deal a considerable. Pela getting a little bit low here. Qingque getting a little bit low here. Using basic into an ultimate, very, very ballsy, very, very greedy play. But it should be well rested and well topped up. So Qingque with only 2 skill points. Can he get an... Oh, he does not get an Arkeyy, but he does get a 4 of a kind, which is absolutely insane. So let's just see how much damage does one without a 4 of a kind do. 200,000, still very, very clean. MOC dealing significant amount of damage to Kokoda. Blood is basically dead at this point. One more tree, enhanced basic attack from Qingque should be able to take down Kokoda itself. Lynx is probably gonna basic attack. Ooh, gonna play it safe again and using his skill on the Pela. I see. I would say it's a little bit of an overkill. I think we can just kind of gamble a little bit more, but that's just me personally. We should be able to get in this cycle though. 4 skill points. Can you get a 4 of a kind? Gets a 4 of a... Gets a... Chat, if you're this lucky, there's really not much to do, alright? If you're this lucky, there's really not much to do, alright? You're absolutely insane for getting this lucky ass run up. Alright, there it is. 1 ultimate. Very, very normal damage. Or rather, normal defense threat. Dinosaur's gonna pop off. Qingque at 250% HP. 250 HP, sorry. Sparkle. Can you give Qingque the 4 of a kind here? Bro, just way too lucky. Bro, just way too lucky. Alright, now this is gonna be a definitive 4 cycle clear, I believe. I don't think this is going to be worse than 4 cycles, unless Pela straight up just dies here, which I don't think is going to be happening anytime soon. Lynx, once again, not using a basic. Really wants to play safe. He's just going to go ahead. What is this luck? My man has not failed the Qingque RNG a single time. Except for the one time where she didn't crit. Unfortunately, not quite enough to get the... Ooh, not quite enough to get a 5 cycle clear. So this is going to be... Oh, sorry. Not quite enough to go to 4 cycle, but this is going to be 6. We surely get the run here. Just basic, man. I know it doesn't really matter much. At this point, ultimate into a follow-up attack, into a basic, should be enough to kill the dinosaur right here. Did not get the outer key. But can she get a 4 of a kind here? Okay, now it's 100% game. But unfortunately, we ran out of skill points here. But hey, because it's not 1v1, as long as you get a kill, you get a kill. Right? So that's gonna be Qingque. A very, very nice 5 cycle clear as well. Exactly the same as Imbibitor Lune. E0 Imbibitor Lune. So both running 5 cycle. I feel like that could have definitely been a 4 cycle if you got a little bit lucky, but it is what it is. So now we have Kafka, Pravka, Black Swan running the full DOT into a Rame for the double sustain, as well as a Gallagher just to do a little bit more debuff and sustain damage, right? Yo, the Lord, thanks for the 7 months, man. Insane. Thank you. Alright. Very, very relatable. E0 Gallagher, 2+2 Musketeer, plus 4 per second space. Perfect timing. 165 speed. Very, very nice. Going to battle right here, right now. Black Swan, Kafka, Rame, Gallagher. The cycle to beat is 13 cycles. Both Imbibitor Lune and Qingque, they have gotten a 5 cycle clear. So the question is, can this team give us a less than 8 cycle clear? Less than 8 cycle clear and they will get it, right? Alright, let's see. I've got cousin technique. Got out after this. Not much to be said over here. Very standard follow-up attack into a Rame ultimate. Getting hit here, but Gallagher should be able to sustain us, especially with the ultimate. Hit on the Rame. Kafka is finally going to cast a skill onto the ascended one. Okay, 320,000 on AoE. Casting an ultimate right here on 5 targets for very nice 260k, clearing all of the mobs. Not sure if he's going to be saving for Black Swan's ultimate on Avenging himself, or he's going to be saving it and using it here. So it really depends on if he's able to 0 cycle this. If he cannot 0 cycle this, then we are probably going to see Black Swan casting ultimate. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we're not gonna be saving it. We're gonna be using it. But I don't think this is enough to get ourselves a 0 cycle, unfortunately. I could be wrong, chat. I could be wrong. We could see a 0 cycle here. Can this kill? Oh, not even close, chat. Alright. So unfortunately, we didn't get a 0 cycle. So now the next course of action is to try to generate as much skill points as possible. Please tell me basic attack. Please tell me basic attack. Do not use a skill. Just generate skill points because you're definitely not gonna be able to do anything here. I have no idea what blood is cooking. Yep, basic attack, very, very nice. Into a Kafka follow-up. Rame, just use... Why? Yep, and there it is. Alright, very, very nice. Into a hit over here. Getting here is fine because we can still sustain ourselves. Some of the mobs is fine. And Kafka is just going to go ahead and kill over here. So now we can enter the battle. Very, very nice. Ideally, that Rame basic into a kill would have been a lot better. But unfortunately, we just didn't have enough damage. Very, very relatable. So Gallagher here. Basic. Cast your ultimate and start applying the heal. I guess not. We are not applying the heal from Gallagher's ultimate. So we are going to be casting a skill with Rame over here. Not casting a skill, I guess we do need... Okay, now we cast Gallagher's ultimate. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, if your team is still going to be at full health, then it doesn't matter that much. But running very, very low, especially on the Black Swan and Rame. At the end of the day, it won't matter if it all survives, right? Okay, all hits. Okay, very, very comfortable health. Gallagher is going to go again. Healing him, and okay, Black Swan finally gonna use basic into an ultimate here. This should allow us to deal slightly more damage, especially with the Epiphany up. Rame into a skill here. pop this. Didn't quite get the break, unfortunately. So we're gonna enter into the dice phase. Can he roll a 6? Yeah, okay, definitely. Yep, and there it is, right? So 2 dice rolls should be very, very comfortable. Getting a free ultimate. I will personally want to save the ultimate for the next wave, especially once he gets into phase 2. Or at least only use Black Swan's ultimate when he arrives at phase 2, right? So Rame basically attack into a break, into a follow-up, dealing tremendous damage. Kafka into a skill here. Can he kill this before using 2%? I think it's enough. With the DOT, okay, and now we go. Why would you cast Kafka's ultimate before Black Swan? Why? Why would you do that? Oh my god, why would you do that? Oh my god, that is just... Oh my... Hey, it is what it is. Alright, okay, now Rame casting the ultimate. Let's get a basic attack, I guess, because it doesn't really matter that much anymore. Yep, just get a little more healing, because if we use a skill here, we wouldn't have heal from Rame, and Rame might actually just die. Black Swan skill into a Kafka skill, that's fine. A heal from Gallagher, and Rame is fresh as day. 1 AoE hit into a Gamba. Should be able to... Rame just use the skill, there's no point. Yep, and there it is. I refresh the skill here. Black Swan... You kind of... I guess we're going to be losing the bet with Kafka here because we actually ran out of stuff. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. Alright, you know, I take it back. I take it back. It's completely fine. Alright, so... That just happened. That just happened. So we do get a Black Swan ultimate here into a Kafka ultimate. I don't think this is quite enough to get the cycle here. So, we should be able to see the clear next wave though. Yep, I think we should be able to see the clear this wave. Especially with all of the debuffs, all of the Arcanas, triggering the DOT here. Rame is gonna break here. Yep. And then we're gonna see a new clear Rame ultimate into a follow-up attack from Kafka. Into a 9 stacks Arcana from the Black Swan. Gallagher ultimate just deal a little more damage. Alright, and this should be it. Pop, and there it is. So that is going to be a very, very clean... I believe this was a 4 cycle clear. That is going to be a very, very clean 4 cycle clear. And with that, the winning team for the 4th episode of Pokke Brawl is going to be for Arkeyy and Skymyu, right? Arkeyy is none other than our very own mod. So I guess Arkeyy is the better mod than Shivery. I'm just kidding. The real winner here is Skymyu with the DOT comb against our adventuring with like 4 cycles remaining. Very, very nicely done. So with that, we've come to the end of our 4th episode of Pokke Brawl. If you want to participate in this kind of content, if you want to share any of your thoughts, leave them down in the comments below or hop on over discord.gg/Pokke. It's a very active community to my on a daily basis. Want to check out my stream? That's going to be twitch.tv/Pokke. It's on YouTube.com/Pokke. I'll be streaming every 2 days. Show you over on Discord. So that's all I have for today. All the best for adventuring pools. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.